Unit 2, Everyday, Lesson 4 After School, 4th grade, Part 2. I'm your teacher, Marta Gašparić. This is true, false, page 33, your book. Are these sentences true or false? Jesu li ove rečenice istinite ili lažne? If they are false, say the correct sentence. Ako su dakle lažne, reci pravu rečenicu. Oliver and Amalia are in year 6. They go to the Tower School in New York. Amalia is wearing a gray skirt. Amalia thinks programming is fun. Oliver is wearing a dark blue shirt. Oliver likes history and geography. Stop the video and finish this. Now let's check it out. Study tip, dakle kod čitanja i traženja rečenica podcrtaj, underline the answers in the text, podcrtaj odgovore u tekstu da bi bio siguran da su istinite. Dakle, potraži ih u knjizi i podcrtaj. Look in your book and underline. Oliver and Amalia are in year 6. False. They are in year what? In year 4. They go to the Tower School in New York. False. What's false about this? Yes, they go to the Tower School in London. Amalia is wearing a gray skirt. Nosi sivu suknju. True. Amalia thinks programming is fun. Amalia misli da je programiranje zabavno. True. Oliver is wearing a dark blue shirt. Oliver nosi tamno plavu košulju. False. Oliver is wearing a light blue shirt. Oliver likes history and geography. True. So the true sentences for the false ones. Istinite rečenice umjesto onih pogrešnih su Oliver and Amalia are in year 4. They go to Tower School in London. Oliver is wearing a light blue shirt. Okay, copy these sentences in your notebook. Prepiši ove rečenice u svoju bilježnicu. Now, workbook, page 32-33, after school. Open it. Exercise 1 and 2. Circle the correct words in exercise 1. Complete the sentences in exercise 2. She always does her homework. He always reads, writes a comic. I always think, dream of Tina. She often makes some tea. He often surfs, watches the net. I sometimes call, forget her number. Number 2, complete the sentences. She sometimes reads a B. I sometimes play C. He sometimes plays T. She never watches. She always feeds the. I often make. Razmisli što bi išlo pa dopuni. Stop the video. Now let's check. Čitaj za mnom. She always does her homework. Ona uvijek piše zadaću. He always reads a comic. On uvijek čita strip. I always think of Tina. Ja uvijek mislim na Tinu. Čitaj za mnom, read after me. She often makes some tea. Ona često pravi čaj. He often surfs the net. On često surfa po internetu. I sometimes, ili pretražuje internet, I sometimes forget her number. Call her number, sorry. Ja ponekad zovem njen broj. She sometimes reads a book. I sometimes play chess. He sometimes plays tennis. She never watches TV. She always feeds the birds. Ptice. I often make sandwiches. Now, choose One sentence from exercise 1 and one sentence from exercise 2. Copy and translate. Izaberi jednu rečenicu iz prvog, jednu iz drugog zadatka, prepiši ih i prevedi u svoju bilježnicu in your notebook. Stop the video. Workbook page 32. Do, don't, does, doesn't. Treba će dopuniti ove zadatke riječima do, don't. Većinom se odnosi na ti i does, doesn't većinom se odnosi na nju, na on ili ona, she, she. Pa dobro razmisli što ćeš napisati i kreni. Stop the video. Now let's check it out. Do you sometimes make pizza? Yes, I do. Do you sometimes fly a kite? Yes, I do. Does Gizmo sometimes hide your socks? Yes, he does. Does Gizmo often sleep in your bed? Yes, he does. Do you sometimes forget to feed your dog? No, I don't. Does Gizmo always eat your sandwiches? No, he doesn't. Page 33 in your workbook, 33. u radnoj, read about teacher Mary, Jessica's favorite teacher. Circle the correct words. Dakle, pročitaj pa zaokruži prave riječi. Dakle, pripazi na treće lice jednine, što ona radi, sjeti se onog s. Stop the video and do it. Dakle, moraš čitati, zapamti. You have to read. And now let's check. Provjerimo. When she comes home from school, teacher Mary always works on her computer. Read after me. Čitaj za mnom. She doesn't play computer games. She writes stories about animals in the summer. She always works in her garden. In the summer, she always works in her garden. Workbook page 33. Let's check it out. Čitaj za mnom. Read after me. When she comes home from school, teacher Mary always works on her computer. She doesn't play computer games. She writes stories about animals. In the summer, she always works in her garden. She waters her red roses. She often listens to rock music. She plays the guitar too. Twice a week she studies Italian. 2 put tjedno uči talijanski. She often sings Italian songs. Her kitten Minnie doesn't like Italian, does she? Teacher Mary likes drawing. She often draws flowers and cats. She doesn't watch TV very much, but she always watches the Animal World on Wednesday afternoons. She sometimes goes roller skating with her friend. She often rides her bike. Look, where is Minnie? Gdje se nalazi Minnie? Minnie is in the basket on her bike. Now, workbook page 33, match the questions to the answers. Spoji pitanja s odgovorima. Does teacher Mary play computer games? No, she doesn't. Now stop the video and do it yourself. Zaustavi video i napravi zadatak samostalno pa ćeš ga provjeriti. Let's check it out. What does she write on her computer? Stanke radim da i ti čitaš za mnom. Dakle, what does she write on her computer? Number 2, stories. Where does she work in the summer? In her garden. What music does she listen to? Number 4. Rock music. What instrument does she play? Number 5. The guitar. How often does she study Italian? Number 6. Twice a week. Does she sometimes sing in Italian? Number 7. Yes, she does. When does she watch the animal world? On Wednesdays. Now, workbook page 33. Answer the questions about you and your family. Odgovori na pitanja o sebi i svojoj obitelji. What time do you usually wake up? Kad se obično budiš? I usually wake up at. What time does your school start? Kad ti počinje škola? My school starts at 8 o'clock. What time does it finish? My school finishes at, napiši koliko sati. When does your mom, dad finish work? Kad završavaju s poslom? At 2 o'clock, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Number 5. What do you do in your free time? Što radiš u slobodno vrijeme? I watch TV, I play football, I do my homework. Write what you do. Number 6. What do you eat for breakfast? I eat, napiši, sandwich and milk, cornflakes and cocoa. Where does your best friend live? Gdje ti živi najbolji prijatelj? He, she lives at, broj kuće, number i street, ulica. Na primjer, 28 Kralja Zvonimira Street. Kad ovo završiš, pročitat ćeš učiteljici. You will read this to your teacher. Copy and fill in your notebook. Dopuni u svoju bilježnicu sa always, often, usually, sometimes or never. I play football, handball, dodgeball with my friends. Igram nogomet, odboj, rukomet ili izbiljke graničara s prijateljima. I forget to do my homework. Dakle, ako neki sport želiš drugi, napiši ga. Koliko često zaboravljaš zadaću? I watch TV with my family. Dakle, I always, often, never, usually watch TV with my family. I go late to bed. I never go late to bed. I always go late to bed after 10 in the evening. Dakle, koliko često ideš kasno spavati? My sister, brother or a friend. Dakle, moja sestra, brat ili ako nemaš nijedno prijatelj. Rides a bike after school. Koliko često? Always, never, sometimes, usually. Dakle, in your notebook. Stop the video and do it. Vrednovanje za great, super, imenujem priloge učestalosti, always, sometimes, never, usually, often i predstavljam ih u govoru. Govorimo o svakodnevnim aktivnostima u različitim licima jednine i množine u present simple. Za well done većinom imenujem priloge učestalosti, always, sometimes, never, usually, often, većinom ih predstavljam u govoru. Također većinom uspijevam govoriti o svakodnevnim aktivnostima u različitim licima jednine i množine u present simple, ponekad se možda zabunim. Za ok, but practice more imenujem neke priloge učestalosti, nisam siguran koje je koji što znače. Ponovit ću ih više puta dok ih ne naučim skupa s prijevodom. Predstavljam ih u govoru, ponekad pogrešno, ponekad točno. Govorim o nekim svakodnevnim situacijama. Uspijevam prenijeti poruku, međutim pomiješam lica jednine i množine. Dakle, pogledat ću video još jednom. That's all for today. Thank you very much and goodbye.